Hi everyone, Ginette Biro here, helping you make sense of life in the world of spirit and woo. And so the question I had today was, how do I know if my dream is just a dream or if my dream is a message from spirit? And that is such a great question because the world of dream interpretation is so vast. I mean, you could teach course after course after course. The learning, I think, would never end on how to interpret dreams because there's so many ways, which is what makes it confusing. But what I want to do here is highlight kind of one trick to get you started on the idea of which way did your dream go the night before. And the key to that is vividness. So we all know that in dream state, our minds are processing things that happened in the day, things that have happened to us before, intrigue, all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of mixing it into a big hot pot of stuff. Now, the way that we can tell when there is a spirit communication of sorts, and I'll do another post on what those things can be at another time, but the way we can tell the difference is if it's very vivid. So the piece in your dream that is super vivid, where you're hyper aware of what's happening, whether if it's just for a brief moment or the whole occurrence, the vividness is where the message is. And so you'll recognize the vividness when it is usually repeated or reminding you in the next several hours or days from the dream, right? Like that piece of vividness will pop back into your mind several times after to remind you of the message in there. So that's kind of the key to start your journey in dream interpretation, is look for what was vivid. Even if it doesn't make sense, look for what was vivid and note it. Because usually once you note it, and noting it can be actually writing it down or just saying to the spirit world or the universe, saying, okay, I'm really noticing this piece. Thank you for this information. Can you give me more? And you may get more information, but the key is to note it and then see what unfolds. Because that vividness is really where the goodness is of whatever the message is. So I hope that helps to start you on your path of dream interpretation, and I will bring through more insights on that as well. So yeah, hope that helps to make sense of life in the crazy world of spirit. And if you want to take any more deep dives with me into exploring consciousness and all sorts of goodies in that realm, you can join me on the Ginette Biro podcast, which is available on many different platforms, and also check out avalonspirit.com.